So in today's NBA 2K17 Myleague rebuild, we will be rebuilding the Detroit Pistons, a team that I do like the future for. I see a very bright future for them. They do have arguably one of the best centers in the NBA in Andre Drummond. So let's head into this rebuild, though. They're obviously not at championship worthy, or they're really contending right now. I feel like Andre Drummond definitely is the piece that they will be rebuilding around. They also have Reggie Jackson, who's nice, but I don't know if I really want to keep him. I can't say anybody on this team is 100% safe. If I get a good offer for Andre Drummond, I may take it, just because he does have a large contract, and I like to have young players with small contracts. Drummond is a young player, but he's not have a small contract, so I have some moves to make with this team, and once I make my first trade, you guys will see it. So I am going to somehow try to get this worked out with the Washington Wizards, sending them my first-round pick this year. I do have a top 3 protected because you never know, we could end up being really bad. And 2 second-round picks for their first-round pick this year, which would be unprotected. Don't know if they're going to want to do this. I might have to throw in maybe another second-round pick will do it. Probably not. I'll give you one more pick, but then I'm going to try to take out all of these. All right, I'll add 1 second in. There we go. All right, so we get the Wizards first-round pick this year. I didn't get the Mavericks because I want to switch it up a little bit, so I still have a few more moves to make, and once I make those trades, you guys will see them. Now, this trade right here just seemed too good to pass up on. Reggie Jackson, Tobias Harris, and a 2019 first-round pick for Kemba Walker, who is on a very cheap deal, so I like that, and Nicholas Batum. I am going to end up flipping Batum just because he's a very large contract, so I'm going to go ahead and see what I can get for him right now. But I really do like the combination of Walker and Drummond to be our point guard and center, hopefully for a while, unless I get some better offers, then I might do that. Favors might not be bad, but I'd kind of like to get a different small forward in return. I'm not seeing anybody on a cheaper contract. You know, I guess I'll keep Batum for this year. I do want to move Marcus Morris. That means maybe for a better, I don't even know at this point. Maybe just some better bench depth. Can't even speak. I'm not gonna get him. Don't worry. I'm not gonna get Rudy Gobert. I know how much you guys hate that. Beverly. Do we have a backup point guard? Yeah, we have Ish Smith. All right, you know what? I'm just going to leave this team the way it is for season number 1. And I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1, where hopefully the Wizards can do really bad and we can have a top 5 pick in the NBA draft. And at the end of season number 1, Russell Westbrook walks away with the MVP award, averaging 31.5 points per game, 12 rebounds, 10.5 assists, 2.5 steals, and half a block for him. Ben Simmons wins Rookie of the Year. These are... Oh! I mean, I see that a lot, but it's good to see here. 20 points and 16 rebounds for Andre Drummond. 1 steal and 2 block. Very impressive from him. Especially, okay. D'Angelo Russell wins Most Improved. How did Stan Van Gundy win Coach of the Year? We were 3rd in the conference. We were 2nd in our division. We were the 8th team in the power rankings, but Stan Van Gundy, okay. Whatever. Yes, there we go. We do have Andre Drummond on the All-NBA 2nd team. That's all I really projected to make anything. Maybe I just missed Kemba, but I don't know. I don't really care. We did go 54-28, which was good enough for 3rd in the Eastern Conference. If we want to look at the standings, we were 3 games back of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and then 2 games back. Or no, we were 1 game back of the Raptors, and we were 3 back of the Cavs. Excuse me there. And then if we head over to our player stats, Drummond did lead us in scoring with 20, and then he had 16 rebounds. I did redo that. And Kemba with 18, and then he had 7 assists as well. Batum didn't play bad. I still think I want to move him, though. He looks like a shrunken Al Horford right there. It's kind of weird. KCP didn't play bad. I don't know if I'm going to re-sign him in the offseason. If I do, it might just be for trade, just because he's not putting up great stats with this team. Marcus Morris off the bench played pretty well, so I feel like, is his contract up at the end of this year, or do I get to keep him? Oh, yeah, he's got a good contract, so I'm going to keep him for a bench player, definitely. So let's get into these playoffs. Let's see how we do against the 6th-seeded Indiana Pacers. I'm going to go game by game just to see how we do. I don't think we're going to win anyway, so I'm not going to be too mad if we lose in the first round. We're up 3-1, though, and we're 3-2. And we move on to the next round to take on the 7th-seeded Hawks, who beat the Raptors in 7. Okay, 2K. We're up 1-0 against them. We're tied 1-1. We're up 2-1. Tied at 2. Down 3-2. 3-3. And we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals to take on the 1-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers. This probably is not going to happen. I feel like the Cavs probably didn't add anybody, but just in case they did, I'll take a look. They traded for Pekovic. I don't know why they did that, but I can't really tell who they traded. I don't know the Cavs roster well enough to decide who they traded, but we're probably going to get swept. I wouldn't be shocked there. And all right, 3-1, and we got eliminated. So it's not really that big of a deal. And the Warriors going to beat the Cavs in 7 games as Kevin Durant is your Finals MVP. So let's head into this offseason. Let's just go check out the league meetings, make sure none of the rules got screwed up for the scoring or anything. That's really annoying when it does. Does not appear that it did. Let's go to the draft, see what pick the Wizards pick did get us. Hopefully it is a good pick. I saw that they did not make the playoffs, I believe, so that should be a good pick. The number 7 overall pick, I'll take it. I might try to move up a little bit more, maybe get Harry Giles, someone like that, maybe Josh Jackson to be our power forward or small forward. So I'll see you guys in my trade or who I took at rookie signings. So I'm going to see if the Dallas Mavericks do want to do this trade, the 7th overall pick and John Lure for the 3rd overall pick, I believe. That is what it is, but I don't want to have John Lure's salary. So you know what? I'll be willing to give up this swap. Actually, I don't even know what that means, so I'm not even going to deal with it. But there we go. You know what? I'll take 3rd overall pick. I don't really need anything else, and I did want to get rid of John Lure's salary. Other salaries I do want to get rid of is Nicholas Batum, so I'm going to go see what I can get for him. And then other than that, I'm kind of fine with the rest of this team. Boban I'm fine with. He's a backup center, and 7 million years isn't bad. So let's see what I can get for Batum right now. Just quickly, Chris Middleton. Ooh, Jay Crowder. I may or may not be doing that Jay Crowder trade because very cheap contract, and he's a good player. Yep, let's get Jay Crowder from the Celtics. I'm fine with that, just a cheaper contract. Now we have the 3rd overall pick. I'll see you guys at rookie signings where I either took probably Josh Jackson or Harry Giles. We are here at rookie signings, and with, I guess, the 1st overall pick, it was Josh Jackson. I did end up trading for him just because I wanted to get Harry Giles, but I tried to make an offer for him, and there just wasn't anything. So I ended up trading for Josh Jackson, which was surprisingly easier to get. So I'm going to try to roll with him at small forward. Probably over Jay Crowder just because I don't know, I'd rather get our rookie some more minutes. So Stanley Johnson, yes, can come back. Gabinajay, if you want to come back. Deron Hilliard for $1 million, I'll bring back. And I'm going to trade Aaron Baines just because I do not want to be paying him $6.5 million a year. So I'll see you guys either with my first trade or my first free agency signing. We are sending Boban Marjanovic and Aaron Baines to the Chicago Bulls for 2 second-round picks. This is just really a salary dump. And I have a few more salary dumps to come, so I'll see you guys with those trades. So the only reason I'm doing this trade is really just to acquire another trade piece. That is going to be DeAndre Jordan. Yes, he's not staying on the team. He just has more trade value than both of these players. We did pick up Jay Crowder, so I don't really need to keep Marcus Morris on the team anymore. Ish Smith's also just hogging up salary space with a $6 million contract. So I'm going to move Luke Mbah-a-Moute as well and DeAndre Jordan. So I'll see you guys with my next trade. So we're going to be sending DeAndre Jordan to the Philadelphia 76ers. I do want to see if I can get this trade worked out without Jared Bayless. And then I would just do this like this. Counter offer, I'm not taking Jared Bayless from you. Take the 1st round pick, and there we go. So I'm fine with having Joel Embiid on the team. Now I'm going to go ahead and move Luke Mbah-a-Moute, or whatever his name is. I don't really want his $2 million on the team. I'll just take a pick. Please, someone just give me a 2nd round pick. Thank you. I'll take a 1st round pick too. So I guess I'll see you guys now with my first free agency signing. And after day 3 of free agency, we will be bringing in Blake Griffin to be our power forward. Curry went to the Warriors. I can't really do anything about that. Did I lose out on, yeah, I lost Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I was going to match his offer, but then I couldn't have afforded Blake Griffin. When it came down to it, Blake Griffin's more important than Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, so I don't really mind that. So if we're going to look at this rotation for next year, it's going to be Kemba. We don't really have a shooting guard, so I may try to move Jay Crowder for that. Or maybe even Stanley Johnson, because he probably still has some good trade value because he's only 21. And then power forward is going to be Blake, and the center is going to be Drummond. Actually, we have Embiid. I'm an idiot. I don't know why I just signed Blake Griffin. So maybe I'll move Blake Griffin. So let's go back to free agency. I forgot I traded for Embiid. Reggie Bullock, if you want to come back on the minimum, you can. Just accept it or not. Sure, I'll take you back. And so, yeah, I'll try to sign some veterans that are good overall. David West, I'll bring in. And Jose Calderon actually be interested. I don't know how many contract offers either of these guys are going to have. So, yep, there we go. We get both of them. So I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2 with possibly some trades. We are sending Blake Griffin and Joel Embiid to the Milwaukee Bucks for Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton. I realized that we may have been giving up a lot of talent, the talent that we really just did acquire this offseason. But when it came down to it, I decided I really wanted, actually I want Middleton to start at shooting guard over Jackson, just because I do want to start our rookie, but I also kind of want to get him, I don't know, into this league. So I realize we don't really have a power forward right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to move Crowder and Johnson for a power forward, and I'll see you guys with that trade. So I know I may be giving up a lot here, but I'm going to see if the Milwaukee Bucks will do this. I do want to get Joel Embiid back to be our power forward, so I'm going to see if they will accept an offer of Stanley Johnson and Jay Crowder for Joel Embiid and Alonzo Gee. You're losing too much. I'm sorry. You're losing too much at your main backup small forward position. That makes no sense. I'm sending you 2 small forwards. You're not losing too much. But if I give you some picks, will you take the offer, please? There we go. So we get Embiid back. I feel like this kind of makes this team complete. What I do need to do right here is I do need to edit Embiid's position to make him be a power forward. Embiid down to a power forward. His overall actually goes up 1. So this team's looking really good for season number 2. I think we can get it done personally. Jackson is not starting. Middleton's going to start. But maybe I'll switch it during the regular season. So it's going to be Kemba Walker, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Andre Drummond. Off the bench, we do have Josh Jackson, David West. Oh my God, this bench is so bad. So I guess I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2, where hopefully we can win a championship with this team. And at the end of season number 2, Kevin Durant wins the MVP award, averaging 27.5 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Jason Tatum wins Rookie of the Year for the New Orleans Pelicans. Spencer Hawes wins 6th Man of the Year somehow in Atlanta. I don't know. Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Jonathan Simmons wins Most Improved. Stan Van Gundy wins his 2nd straight Coach of the Year. Boom. We are 2nd in power rankings. We were 1st in the Eastern Conference, only 6-3-19. I think this team can get a championship done. Let's see if we have any Pistons. That's all. Whoa. All NBA 2nd team, we do have Andre Drummond. Any other Pistons? Does not appear so. Andre Drummond, all defensive 1st team. Paul Millsap signed with the Brooklyn Nets. Well, Josh Jackson did get all rookie 1st team. So, getting to these playoffs, I said it. We did go 1st in the Eastern Conference of 63-19 record. That sentence made absolutely no sense and was grammatically terrible. We were 7 games ahead of the 2nd seeded Cleveland Cavaliers and then 8 up all the Chicago Bulls. If we want to look at player stats on the year, Andre Drummond led us in scoring for his 2nd year in a row. 17 points per game, 14 rebounds for him. Then was Kemba, then Giannis, then Embiid. This team's just looking really good all around. I think this team can get a championship done. So let's go ahead and take on the Celtics in the 1st round. We sweep them. Okay, I'll take 76ers. They actually really progress into a nice team if you let them. But it doesn't look like we're gonna have any issues with them either. Why am I always do that because I don't realize the calendar's next to the, I don't know, rosters. So now let's go over to the Cavs. We did lose them in 5, I believe, last year. Yeah, the 76ers just hadn't progressed yet. Cavs didn't really add anybody too great, so then maybe they'll give us a little bit of a run, but we're up 2-1. Come on. 3-1. NBA Finals in year number 2 take on the 1-seeded Golden State Warriors. Who do they have? Please tell me. They never lose Durant or Curry, and it's kind of annoying. Like, unless I sign them, which rarely happens, they signed Jeremy Lin. What? How do they have $12 million to pay for Jeremy Lin? Makes absolutely no sense to me, but come on, don't lose. All right, we win game 2. Win game 3. We are up 3-1, and we win the NBA Finals in year number 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo is your Finals MVP. 5 games, 34.5 minutes, average 13.5 points per game, 9.5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Very impressive stats from him. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like down below. Going over this roster one more time, it was Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kemba Walker, Andre Drummond, Joel Embiid, Chris Middleton, Josh Jackson, Henry Ellis, and the bench was trash besides Jackson. But just look at those top 6 players right there. They do look really good. David West, Jose Calderon, Michael Gabinajay, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. Reggie Bullock, Deron Hillard, and Alonzo Gee. If you guys did enjoy this video, once again, make sure to leave a like down below. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. If you do not already know, I go in order from last season's record, from worst to best. So I believe the next team I have, what was it? It was whoever's after the Pistons. I'm not sure who it was, but I already did the Trailblazers, so it's not them. I know they had the same record, but anyways, I'll stop lagging on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.